It's not hard, it's made hard. Financial education isn't confusing because you're bad with money. It's confusing because it was designed to feel impossible. And once you see why, you'll never unsee it. Because the truth is, money is not a mystery. It's not magic. It's math, behavior, and simple rules repeated over time. But most people don't learn it that way. They learn it through fear, shame, and random advice that doesn't connect. And that's not an accident. When people are confused about money, they make expensive mistakes. And every expensive mistake makes someone else richer. So today, I'm going to show you why money education feels like a maze, who benefits from your confusion, and how you can finally make it simple, so you can build real wealth without feeling lost. Let's start with the first reason financial education feels confusing. Nobody teaches it in the order that actually makes sense. Most people are told to invest before they even understand budgeting. They're told to build credit before they understand debt. They're told to buy assets before they even know what an asset is. So they end up overwhelmed, jumping from topic to topic. Like trying to build a house starting from the roof, and when that fails, they blame themselves. But it was never your fault. The system taught you money like a puzzle, with half the pieces missing. Now here's the second reason. Financial language is made to sound smarter than it needs to be. Instead of saying money you owe, they say liabilities. Instead of saying money that grows, they say appreciation. Instead of saying a fee, they say expense ratio. And instead of saying the bank is making profit from you, they say interest margin. It's like someone took simple ideas and wrapped them in fancy words. So regular people feel small, and when you feel small, you stop asking questions. That's the goal, because the moment you start asking questions, the game becomes harder to play on you. Pattern interrupt. If money experts were really trying to help, they'd explain it like they're talking to their best friend, not like they're defending a court case. Now, the third reason financial education is confusing. The advice is often designed for rich people, but sold to everyone. A billionaire can say, just invest long term and ignore everything. That sounds great if you can pay your bills. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you can't ignore emergencies. You can't ignore rent. You can't ignore inflation. So you hear advice that doesn't fit your reality, and you think something is wrong with you, but you're not broken. You're just playing a different game with different starting points. Now, let's talk about the fourth reason. Schools don't teach this stuff, and the excuse is always the same. There isn't enough time. But somehow, there is time for things you'll never use again. Meanwhile, the one skill that impacts your whole life, taxes, saving, debt, credit, investing, is skipped. And when a country has millions of people who don't understand money, those people become easier to control. They work harder, borrow more, and stay dependent. That's not a conspiracy movie. That's just how systems behave when knowledge is rare. Now we hit the next truth. The money world is full of people who get paid when you stay confused. This is where things get uncomfortable. Banks profit from your interest payments. Credit card companies profit when you carry balances. Payday lenders profit when you're desperate. Even some finance gurus profit when you keep watching, but never improved. Confusion is a business model, because a confident person does fewer dumb things. A confused person makes repeated mistakes, and repeated mistakes create repeated profit. Now, here comes the cliffhanger. If it's all designed to be confusing, how do some people still get rich? Simple. They learn the basics early, and they repeat them forever. They don't chase every shiny trick. They don't jump into risky stuff without a plan. They master the boring fundamentals, because boring is powerful. Flashy makes noise. Boring builds wealth. So let's make this simple. Here are the 5 money rules that most people should learn first. Rule 1. Spend less than you earn, or nothing else matters. You can invest, hustle, and grind all you want, but if your spending eats your income, you're stuck. Rule 2. Build an emergency fund, because emergencies are what destroy progress. Rule 3. Avoid high-interest debt, because it grows faster than your paycheck. Rule 4. Increase your income by building valuable skills, because income gives you breathing room. Rule 5. Invest consistently into strong long-term assets, because time is your biggest advantage. That's it. That's the foundation. Most money advice is just those 5 rules, with a different outfit on. Now let's talk about the emotional trap that keeps people confused. Shame. Money education often comes with shame. People feel embarrassed to admit they don't understand. They feel behind. They feel late, and that shame makes them hide. But here's the truth. Nobody is born knowing money. People learn money. And if you never learned it, you're not stupid. You're just untrained. The moment you remove shame, you can learn fast. Because money isn't hard, it's consistent. Pattern interrupt. If you can learn how to use a smartphone, you can learn money. And your phone updates every month. Money rules don't. Now, let's connect it all. Financial education is confusing by design, because confusion creates profit. Confusion creates dependence. And confusion keeps people working forever. But once you see it, you can break out it. You can build a simple system for your life. You can track your spending. You can pay off toxic debt. You can save automatically. You can invest slowly. You can grow your income. And suddenly, money stops feeling like stress and starts feeling like control. Here's the most powerful part. Wealthy people aren't always smarter. Many of them are simply calmer around money, because they understand what's happening. And when you understand money, you stop panicking. You stop making emotional decisions. You stop buying things to impress people who don't pay your bills. You start thinking long term. You start moving like someone who has a plan. So if you've ever felt like finance is too complicated, here's your reminder. It was built to feel that way. But you don't need to know everything. You just need to know the fundamentals and apply them over and over like a machine. That's how real wealth is built, not in one lucky moment, but through boring discipline, with smart moves repeated for years. If you want more simple money truth, financial history, and wealth lessons that actually make you smarter, subscribe to Cashfree World and hit like so this reaches more people who need it. And comment below what topic used to confuse you the most: debt, investing, credit, or taxes.